so good at killing, I can even kill myself. Hey guys, it's Latros here. Today we're going to play some more Skywars. I want to discuss a few things, and I could not think of one, so we're just gonna talk about psychological stuff. I love psychology. Like reading people's minds, a superpower that you have, but intuitively. Ooh, sir. Oh, read teams? My teammate left? I didn't need him anyway. Where did my other boy go? Where's the hat? Where's the hat? I need a hat, please. Thank you. It's an enchanting day, creepers. I find you very enchanting with your glowy magical... Wouldn't that be funny if I just... You have assisted in killing Hawaiian god. I often kill Hawaiian gods in my spare time. Today we're going to talk about psychology, and I've actually never taken a psychology class, but I know about it. So psychopaths and sociopaths, I find them interesting. And I don't mean that in the creepy way. Why are they breaking their flag down? It's their only way of communicating. So I like psychology because it's interesting how people work in the inner minds. It's interesting to talk about people. People are stupid. And then you have to ask the question, why are they this way? Why are they oh, that's scary. And I ask myself that question very often because I legitimately don't know it. But the more I find out, the more I learn that, hey, he's shooting my creeper unallowed. Get over here. Where did you go? He's scared. Did I just throw my sword down? Hang on. We're good. Where did my sword go? There we go. Oh, I mean, that was purposeful. You see, I was threatening him with a sword. I threw the sword at him. Retreat. He's trying to retreat. Why is not my sprint key working? My sprint key not work. Why? Re-explode! You see, psychology would answer the question for why I cannot speak English. I have learned the language my entire life, but I prefer not to speak it and speak it the wrong way backwards. Backwards the wrong way. I can't speak today. I like listening to or watching sociopaths and psychopaths. They're my favorite people. I like seeing what type of people are out there because I will eventually probably meet someone like this, and watching them will kind of help me learn how to handle it and how to deal with it, how to recognize it. And I think that's the most important thing, is to be able to defend yourself. To be able to understand psychology is a good defense mechanism because you know when someone's threatening you, you know when someone's about to murder you, and it's a better recognition way. Whoa, my brain. I'm just like a zombie. I need a brain right now. I enjoy a lot of shows or TV shows that go into the idea of morality and what is right and what's wrong. And I recently watched one, very interesting, where they discussed the morality of would you rather. It's like the Batman philosophy. If you kill a murderer, you're adding one more murder to the list. But if you kill two murderers, you just eliminated someone. So who's morally right? If you kill someone who's killing people? And personally, I do have opinions on it, but I won't share it. But it's interesting to get people thinking. And if this is an interesting topic for you, I could discuss it more. However, it's so much fun to talk individually. You can't just say, oh, this is right, this is wrong, because it just depends. Every situation has its own outlook. Is my partner dead? Can they not stop dying, please? Okay. Why did you get so close? Hey! Yes! Oh, I'm so good at killing, I can even kill myself. Double kill. Woohoo! Am I seriously the only one in this lobby, please? Psychopaths are different from sociopaths. Sociopaths are born from abuse, and psychopaths are just born. Let's go it alone. So you could tell them from certain cues, mostly because I heard it was described as you're watching a movie and you feel emotions, like you'll feel for the people, you want to empathize, and you really like the people, but you might not be able to cry for them, or you might struggle to empathize because your empathy was either, as a sociopath, abused from a child, so it's hard to understand, or it was corrupted from birth, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Psychopaths in that way are much more, I wouldn't say stronger, but different. You can't really compare them because a psychopath, ooh, let's join the fray. It's murder. Poison. Come here. No. So the cues are the eyes and how they act in certain ways. Psychopaths will do it entirely for the gain of others. I mean, for the gain of themselves. So the me, myself, and I. That's the psychopath mentality. The same with the sociopath, but they do have more empathy in that way. They're more impulsive. They care about others in different ways. But a psychopath could say they like you one day and then the next day they could hate you and you never would have noticed and there will be no signs. Not that I'm saying that if somebody just dumped you or something, you're a psychopath or they're a psychopath. I'm just saying that there's probably a reason for your idiocy or why they left you. Probably a reason. You shouldn't just assume someone's a psychopath because they left you, okay? It was probably something you did and you know it. And then another thing that was interesting was empathy levels. How empathy changes. Empathy can either grow or be saturated? Is that the right word? How do you describe empathy? Yes, regen. Oh, can he actually? Yes! He live forever! You are about to go off, mate. Please, calm yourself. Creeper teleport, go! I choose you! I also looked at empathy levels. No! Why isn't my sprint key working? No! Oh, it's the Linux! His name is Linux Penguin! That's amazing! What a great name. I couldn't tell you. I'm never been so happy to be murdered in my life before. So I looked at empathy levels, and one of the things they did was they researched the Holocaust, and it was the book, it was called The Science of Evil. I'm not sponsored by that book or sponsored by anyone. I'm just merely talking about it. It talks about how people have a spectrum of empathy, like autism in a way, and it's shaped from experiences in biology. It talks about horrible things like how someone is able to turn off their empathy in moments of desperate need or dire need of survival. For instance, do not shoot him! Do not shoot him! You monster! Have some empathy! Oh. Alright, he needs to go. He needs to... Alright, I'm gonna watch this man get murdered. He deserved it. So it talks about how starvation, desperate times call for empathy, lack of empathy, how peer pressure calls for lack of empathy. There's an experiment where they have someone behind a door, and then every question, so it's blocked off, they can't see anything, but the experimenting person goes on the other side of the wall and presses a button every time the person gets the question wrong. And what's supposed to happen is by the end, the person starts screaming and saying, help, I want out. And the person had a choice whether to keep pressing the button or to leave. They were going to get paid $5, I think. They chose instead to stay and complete the task. It showed authority in how people were complicit to society's orders. And now we've kind of gotten past that a bit, but it's still true that we listen to our superiors. In this world today, it's usually right to listen to usually, not always, to listen to your superiors. Wait, Lizzie. No! My creeper! He betrayed me! He betrayed me. Oh my god, I killed The void takes all our souls. They had the test with men, women, and the further away you were from the screaming person behind the wall, the more likely you were to complete the task. Most people completed it. Some people refused the money at the end, but the result was the same. It was very sad. Psychology is such an interesting concept. It tells you so much about a person. Not only that, it'll help you in situations. Like, you could learn when someone's mad, you can learn cues. It's amazing. That's why I like moral issues. That is what the world is facing today. You have, say for instance, a country, and I'm not calling out any country, I'm just making a random example. Let's say a country is very well off, very well developed country, has enough supplies, domestic supplies for its own. Then you pull in another country who's suffering and, I don't know, committing a genocide of some sort, or maybe they're hurting all the animals. Then you get the moral question. They only have enough domestic supplies for themselves. However, they see a country who is in need. If they get involved, not only will they need to get domestic supplies, but they themselves would be hurting themselves. So is it morally right to help the country that needs the help the most, or to keep the country sustained? If we were to talk about this, I would... Okay. I would actually pick for the country to keep themselves instead of helping the country. Not that I'm against the help, it's just that you can't help someone else without helping yourself first. Not that I'm saying, oh, let's, reject them completely. No, I encourage you to help them as much as possible. But if you make the situation in a way that hurts both countries, you're destroying two countries instead of one that could have been prevented with planning. Like, once you get the domestic policies and you get all those issues covered with that one country, then you could work then you could work on fixing the problems of both. But to have both fall and both fail is not something you generally want. That's why I usually support, let's fix it now and let's fix it fast, let's be efficient, then let's go help another one. And that's a different situation. Like, there's so much factors that could go into it. Say, a lot of people from that country that's in the domestic world are from the country that's suffering. That changes things. Let's say children are involved. That changes things. Let's say people are dying every day and none of the population are going to survive. It changes things. There's so much factors to reconsider in the problem. And every time you add something, it changes the perspective. For instance, I always believe there's exceptions to everything. There's never black and white. Things are great. There's exceptions to even exceptions. That's my belief. The fact that psychology challenges that belief so often, the fact that it challenges that idea, very compelling, because nothing is set in stone. Nothing is black or white. If you murder someone, let's say you kill someone, right? Then you find out it was self-defense, but it was self-defense in an illegal action. Say someone was selling drugs. Okay, so it was an illegal action, and it was not permitted. However, the legal drugs was to catch a criminal, so the self-defense was more warranted. However, you found out that they were actually, let's say, they were, what's it called when you double spy? When you're another spy? Is he gonna survive? Whoa! Whoa! Is it right? Is it wrong? Why do I have an enchanted table in my inventory? Was it right for the person to steal this if they were starving on the beach? Yo, 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 yo. Whoa, yay! Woohoo! All right, now it's time for murder. Come here. Come here. Only death. You cannot evade the clutches of death. Wait. This is not allowed. This is not allowed. Yes! Wait. Oh, shoot. I got one more person to kill. One more murder. Wait. Why aren't they dead yet? What? I'm confused. Are they dead? What? Did it blow up? No! What? The mindset of others is inspiring because you could have someone who was very hopeful with a promising future decide to do something completely outlandish. For instance, you have a successful surgeon who, let's just say, decides to do drugs all of a sudden. Or, I don't know, why do I keep pulling up drugs? Maybe I just like drugs, you never know. Alright, so this is the last game we're gonna play. I hope we win it. But I do want to let you know that this week is my birthday week, so I'm gonna have a very special video planned. I'm gonna have it prepared either on or after my birthday, which is, I think, this Wednesday or Thursday. So be prepared for that. It's gonna be extremely fun. I'm gonna have so much fun filming it. Why did I get 2 pairs of pants? And on a solo map. This game never ceases to amaze me in its confusion. So, oh, no, wait! Alright, thanks guys. Maybe in time, we can discover why I am so flawed as a human being. We could see, why do I suck so much at Skywars? Perhaps we can delve into the mind of my own and see why death is inevitable for me. Thank you all for watching. Anyways, to my hype out, and everything goes wrong.